There are two types of people in this world. Those who believe that a good chocolate chip cookie should come out of a home kitchen, and those who trust a warehouse the size of a runway. Today, we're putting that trust to the test. On one side, the legendary chocolate chunk cookie from Costco. Big, thick, mysterious, possibly forged by forklifts, possibly blessed by angels. And on the other side, a homemade chocolate chunk cookie. Butter, sugar, love, and just enough stress to make you question your life's decisions when the dough sticks to everything but the bowl. One cost about the equivalent to a gallon of gas. Maybe not quite these days.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
The other one costs you your dignity and somehow flour on the ceiling. But here's the real question. Can a cookie made in bulk at the same place you buy a kayak, tires, and enough mayonnaise to last a year, can it actually beat homemade? Well, on this episode of Versus, that's exactly what we're going to try and find out. So let's head to the kitchen and let's get to making these cookies and see which one reigns supreme. All right, guys, here we are back in the kitchen again. And on this one, we're doing the chocolate chunk cookies. We got all the ingredients laid out, just like we always do. We're gonna mix this all up. We're going to get it in the oven, and then we're going to go in there and test it and see which one wins. Does the homemade win again, or does the Costco cookie beat us out? Let's get to mixing and find out. Unlike the anonymous inventors of such American staples as the hot dog, the grilled cheese sandwich, and the milkshake, the creator of the chocolate chip cookie has always been known to us. Ruth Wakefield, who ran the popular Toll House restaurant in Whitman, Massachusetts, with her husband Kenneth from 1930 to 1967, brought the Toll House chocolate crunch cookie into being in the late 1930s. The recipe, which has been tweaked over the ensuing decades, made its first appearance in print in the 1938 edition of Wakefield's tried and true cookbook. Created as an accompaniment to ice cream, the chocolate chip cookie quickly became so celebrated that Marjorie Husted, aka Betty Crocker, featured it on her radio program. On March 20th, 1939, Wakefield gave Nestle the rights to use her cookie recipe and the Toll House name, in a bargain that rivals Peter Minuit's purchase of Manhattan. The price was $1. $1 that Wakefield later said she never received, though she was reportedly given free chocolate for life and was also paid by Nestle for work as a consultant. While we have always known the who, the where, and the when of the chocolate chip cookie's origin, the how and the why have remained somewhat obscure. A set of often repeated creation myths have grown up around the country's favorite baked good. The most frequently reproduced story is that Wakefield unexpectedly ran out of nuts for a regular ice cream cookie recipe, and in desperation, replaced them with chunks chopped out of a bar of Nestle bittersweet chocolate. Alright guys, we've got this dough mixed up. We're going to portion this into balls that are 3 tablespoons. That's a big cookie. As you see, the Costco cookies are pretty big, so we want to try to keep that same size in comparison. So let's portion these up and get them in the oven and baked off. Another even more unlikely story posits that the vibration from an industrial mixer caused chocolate stored on a shelf in the Toll House kitchen to fall into a vat of cookie dough as it was being mixed. None of these, it appears, is true. Alright guys, we're going to put these in the oven at 350 for 9 to 11 minutes. We don't want to cook them too much because they'll get hard, and we want them to be nice and gooey in the middle. Let's get them in the oven and see how they turn out.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, here they are. They're out of the oven. These aren't as big as the ones I got from Costco. So I've got a couple in the oven that are much bigger. I just matched the weight of them so that when we do the comparison, they're the same size cookies. But these turned out really well. And we're going to get in there, and once these are done, we're going to get in there and test them. But first, check out this sexy reveal. Here we are with our two finished products. On the left, on my left, is the homemade chocolate chunk cookie. And on the right is the Costco one. Now visually, they are a little different, but I think I have a theory on why that is. Most likely, most commercial kitchens use convection ovens, and I'm just using my basic kitchen oven. I think that plays a big role in how dark the cookies get on the outside. But how do they taste? That is the true question. So this time we're going to start with the Costco cookie. Piper's not going to get any of this because there's so much chocolate in it. We'll have to reserve her opinion for our next video. Oh, it's so gooey inside. The dough is soft, but it's kind of crunchy on the outside. Just full of chocolate. Daggone, man, that's a good cookie. No question about it. Let's try mine. You can see I put chocolate chunks on the top of it just to make it a little more visually appealing. In my opinion, my humble opinion, my cookie's better. Now it could be that I had to go and pick this up, so it's not fresh out of the oven. I did heat it up before I brought it out here, but still, this one just came out of the oven and it's so gooey and the chocolate just pulls. Just a beautiful cookie. Once again, homemade reigns supreme. You should actually try to make this cookie if you can. It wasn't that hard. It didn't take that long either. Some of the other recipes, you know, you had to wait hours before it was done. These were in the oven for 11 minutes. And it took me probably maybe half an hour to mix it up. Certainly worth the effort. Certainly rewarding. That's it for this episode of Versus. Next, we're going to do cheesecake. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you'll know when our next video drops. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you on the next video. Tell them bye, Piper.
Bye. See ya.